Hello, hello my lovely, welcome back to my channel. Today I am doing a full makeup look. I'm doing a full face of full makeup. I have some new stuff, I have some old stuff, I have some favorites in here. I thought, you know what, I'm just going to chat about the makeup and show you what I love at the moment. And this is going on my eyes today. This is the Stacey Marie and Be Perfect Carnival The Antidote palette. Wow, that's a name. Oh, and it's huge. I almost have to scooch back. Look at this. Doesn't this scream fall to you? I'm just going to play with this. I am by no means the first, but I don't mind. I'm just going to play with this. And if this is your first time here, then hi, welcome. My name is BeautybyAnneChris. And on my channel, I love to play with colorful eyeshadow. But I don't need to be the next Instagram baddie. I don't need to be intricate, elaborate, like blue up to my eyebrows. I love me a colorful look, but I also want to keep it easy, fun, and wearable. Because I also work a corporate job and I don't want to be looking like a clown basically when I'm at work. So if you want to be inspired by some colorful eyeshadow that you can actually wear every day, if you love reviews, talking about makeup and just having a yay all time, then please consider subscribing. I upload 2 times a week, normally on Wednesday and Friday, and sometimes even on Sunday as well, so you get a bonus as well. Alright, I'm just going to start off with priming. And I'm going to dip into this Bobbi Brown Vitamin Enriched Face Base. I will try and list everything down below. I'm not really good at that, but this is just a beautiful product, and especially when the weather gets a little bit colder, which I love, by the way. I love fall, so I was like, I'm going to celebrate fall by doing a full makeup look. I always start off with this. You have a separate enriched face base for the eye, or is that an eye base then? Who knows? But I'm just going to put somewhat on my eyes as well. I'm just going to let this set because normally I always do my face last, so I do my eye looks first. This face base is beautiful when the weather gets a little bit colder outside and you are having like dry patches on your skin. It's beautiful. I'm going to take my Zoeva, what's this? 146 brush and my MAC Paint Pot, and I am going to prime my eyes. Both are big favorites in my collection. If you have seen my ranking my haul from last year, you have seen this brush being like one of my ultimate favorite brushes for concealer or applying your eye primer, because the shape is beautiful, it's really soft. And as you can see, it blends it out beautifully. Okay, and then I'm going to set it with my Inglot. I think it's no, I couldn't even tell you. It's just a bone colored eyeshadow. I always set my crease so you know what I have used to set my base before I go into the eyeshadows. The next step in my priming ritual is doing a sugar scrub. This is the one by Milani, Keep It Sweet. It is not necessarily in a taste, and I have the Laneige Special Care Lip Slipping Mask, and this is in grapefruit. I always exfoliate my lips and put a little bit of that mask on, and especially when it gets colder, my lips get so dry and I have to exfoliate them every day, and just a tiny bit of that lip mask. And then I'm going to go into that Carnival palette. Oh my god, it's so dang huge. If you need a shade to set your eye primer, I think you can use this one. This is called Dove. This is very light. I think I'm just going to play with the greens on this side, but I want to do something warm in my crease. So I'm going to see if I am going to start off with maybe Pretty Peachy. This one, it looks a little like, what's that shade from Makeup Geek? That like the one everybody had, Peach Smoothie, maybe? You know what I love about this palette is while I'm looking at it, you have this really warm section, then you have something that is a lot more cool toned, and then you have the greens, and all of them are really nice to combine together. It's just that I am totally having analysis paralysis where to start, because I want to do something green, but I want to have something warm in the crease, so what am I doing? Am I going to go in with Fawn? But that's kind of boring. Well, I'm just going to go in with Fawn and just lay a base. This one, this is really full color. This is such a pumpkin color. I love it. I'm not going to drag it all the way to my inner corner because I want to put something yellow down. And I think I am going to take Pretty Peach on a Sigma brush. This is the E42, the small one. And I'm going to go into Pretty Peach, this one, to create like a two-toned crease. Oh god, I have to pick this up. I have to really scrape that pen. Okay, is this the brush? I never used this brush for something like this. Maybe it's the brush. Let me take a sec. Okay, I'm going to use my Wayne Gauze number 20 now, because that is a brush I know and know how it performs. Okay, yeah, this lays down more pigment, a little bit more pigment. You know, sometimes they say that you can get a beautiful look out of a, with like cheaper tools. You totally can, but there is a difference, man. Using more expensive tools, it's not always worth it, but sometimes it really is. Okay, well, this is a very warm crease in my opinion. I think I'm going to go into this shade, Dusty. I am going to take another Wayne Gauze, and this is the number 19. It's also a small brush. And I'm going into Dusty. I'm going to really load up my brush apparently. These are, they blend really nicely. They're beautiful colors, but you have to work to pick them up. Yeah, this, you know, this shade has some like murky, almost yellow undertone to it, and that's why it's blending nicely into that, what's it called, fawn shade, that like orangey pumpkin shade. So I hope that the blend between the greens is going to be better. I must say that this is a very weird, if you look at what it's supposed to be in the pan and then what it does on your eye, that's different. Alright, I want to deepen up this look a little bit. So I'm going to take a E27 brush if I can find one. I think I'm going to go into Ash next. That is this shade, and I'm taking that E27 brush. Oh my god, this palette is so huge. I'm going to, because you know, I want to do a full look. I want to be a little bit dark and sultry. So I'm going to really work that into my crease and drag it quite far to my inner corner. Normally I would stop around here with a darker shade, but now I don't want to. I want to make it really grungy. Doesn't this scream fall to you, these colors? My god, it's so stunning. Okay, I'm going to, I just pulled up my hair because it's so warm. I'm going to go into Mystic, that's this shade. It's like a blackened green, and I just want to deepen up that outer corner a little bit more. I'm taking a, this is a MAC brush. Which one is this? A 221S. I'm only going to concentrate that on my outer corner because I'm taking it a little bit into the crease, but not too much, because I want to put a shimmer over this. Next, I'm going to go, what I want to do, I think, is use this shade, Granite, and then in my outer corner, then Venom on my lid, and then silvery, yeah, silvery, like in my inner corner part, or like the inner part of my lid. So we're starting off with Grunge on a 21 brush from Refer, and I'm going to see if I need to, it loads up a lot. I don't care about fallout at the moment because I haven't done my base yet. Okay, I've really gone into this shade. I'm stamping it on just to make sure that I don't get too much fallout, but you can see some. I'm not too surprised because, you know, I'm really digging in this brush now. So there's really a lot laying on my brush, and it's crumbly, but it lays down really beautifully. I haven't sprayed my brush, as you saw. I did nothing of the sort because I wanted to see what happens. I'm going to softly blend it into the line because I don't want to have too much of a harsh line. Okay, alright, I'm going into Venom. I was debating if I should go into Nectar, but this is really gold. So I'm going into Venom because I want it to be green. Like, I finally can wear my greens. I want it to be green. Yes, this is what I want. This is exactly what I was hoping the shade would be. Don't you love that? Okay, then I am going to use a silvery, which is this shade in the inner part of my lid. I'm using a Smith Arrowhead 253 brush for this job because it has this nice little arrowhead. and it's beautiful. This is a beautiful shade. Oh my god. Well, first impressions of this palette is really, really good. You have to work with the mattes a bit. They're not as opaque. Next up, I'm going to use a liner. This is the NYX Epic liner in brown. And believe it or not, I've never tried this before. So I really want to. Well, you probably know this already because it's such a cult favorite. But it has a very nice tip. I'm not necessarily want to wing anything here. But a wing sometimes just happens. But I'm trying not to wing it too much. It is a little bit of a wing, but not too much. Okay, I think I like this liner. It's, I think, pretty opaque if it can cover so much foil and so much darkness on that like color booming glitter shimmer shades. Yeah, so I think it's fine. The tip is really nice. It glides over really nice, but I really have to try this with a matte lighter look to see what it's capable of. But this is nice. I kind of like this. Okay, I'm cleaning up the edges with a little makeup wipe because I think that is just a crisper look. And then I'm going over into Beige. So I want to prime my nose. And I'm going to use the Smashbox Minimize Pores for that. There are still some little black dots or gray dots on my nose from my mud mask earlier today. That's fun. Next step in my priming progress is this product by Douglas. If you are in the US, I'm really sorry, you probably can get this. But this is almost a dupe for the Becca Under Eye Primer. It's cheaper. And I know it's coming back because Smashbox is taking over the brand. But this is a really nice one. You pick up a lot though. So I have this little brush. I tap it into the cap of the little puppet. As you can see, it has that same color and it has the same consistency. It's just very thick. But look at how it blurs out those lines. My under eye is so much more lighter now. I love this little product. It's totally the reason why I love the under eye primer as much as I do. But yeah, I thought it was going to be gone. So I looked up some dupes, and this is just a happy coincidence because this is not something I saw anybody use, but I have this like little stick, like concealer. It's not a concealer, it's a color correcting stick from Douglas, and I was looking for the same product because I'm almost out of that one and I didn't find it, but I did find this one, and this is such a happy find, just a happy coincidence find. Beautiful. I'm going over into makeup, I wanted to say, into foundation. I'm going to use the Forever Skin Glow by Dior, and I'm going to zoom you out because not my whole face is in frame. I just put 2 full pumps on my little palette, and I'm taking the butt of the sponge and I'm going over my face. This is I think a very nice foundation. It's one of my favorites actually. It's like color wise it's really nice for me for the like colder months if my tan is gone. The thing is though, now I have a dog. I'm outside a lot more and I get more of a tan. Gee, that's such a weird thing to happen. If you're outside more, you get more of a tan. Duh. Next up, I'm going into concealer and I'm going to use the Armani Power Fabric in the shade number 2. I said I wanted to try Armani as a brand for this year. And this is the only product so far I've managed to try. This is more of a, it is quite yellow, but somehow it has some peach in it as well. I think this is a really beautiful shade for me. And I'm blending it out with my little Real Techniques sponge. Okay, so I want to use some cream products. So I'm not going to set my face yet, but I will be trying I will be trying this Dior powder, the Face and Body Powder No Powder. I am going in with a product I'm panning at the moment. I'm panning this contour stick by Charlotte Tilbury. I think it's a nice product, by no means fantastic. So, but I don't want to throw it away or anything because it's good enough. It's just not, as I said, not great in my opinion. And the reason is that it's a bit too red for me, for my liking. I'm going in with the Milk Baked Matte Bronzer. It's a stick bronzer, as you can see. I'm just taking my sponge and I'm going over it just to get some color on there and put it on the places where I want a little bit more of a bronze look instead of a contoured look. And I think this is also nice with fall, that you can get that like Indian summer tan still, and you also are already going into those fall colors. It's like the combo of that slightly faded tan with those beautiful pumpkin colored eyeshadows. I love it. Next up, I'm going to try this cream blush light from Melt, and this is in the shade Sandy Cheeks. By no means new, but new to me, so I'm going to try it. Wait, don't. This is the color. I thought it was really nice for fall, like an orangey color. I'm going to use my sponge, or you know what? I'm going to use a brush on that side, and I'm going to use a sponge on the other side. Where's the brush I want to use? I'm starting with the brush and I'm taking the e.l.f. Oh, and I'm loading it up. This is the e.l.f. 105 brush, and I think I just took a little bit too much. So I'm already going to coat my sponge as well with the brush. Oh my gosh. What is going to happen? Oh, nothing much. Cool. Okay, I'm going in very softly with the bristles. The only downside to this is that I can't really blend it out with this little... Oh, I'm taking off the excess product so I can actually see if I can blend it out with this. If it's not with this brush without lifting my foundation. I think that is really nice. It has a beautiful orangey shade to it. Oh my god, this is stunning for fall. I love this for fall. I'm going to take the sponge on the other side just to see how it does. I'm taking too much once again. Apparently I'm going for a very, very blushy blush look today. Oh my god, it's a bit much. Oh my god, okay. Tread lightly, I would say. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Just going to take the butt, so I'm having some of the foundation going over. Okay, I think I saved the day somewhat. I don't mind a very blushy look, so yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Okay, what is up? Yes, and next up, I want to use this loose highlighter in Candied Peach. It's by Sydney Grace, and this is one I got on recommendation from, I think, Amy, from Amy Loves Makeup. I am debating though if I should powder first. You know what? I am going to powder first, and then I'm going to put on the highlight. Okay, this is the beautiful, beautiful Dior powder everybody is talking about right now. It is stunning. As I said, I got it in the shade 1N. Beautiful. So beautiful. I'm going to take the ones I really love. I'm going to take the brushes I just really love to do powder with. And those are the Nabla brushes. This is the Bon Mien. And I'm going to put it on my under eye. I don't know how it is going to react on the under eye. There is a little bit of a shimmer in here, so this could go horribly wrong. No, it's not. It is not. At least not for me. I have heard people are not the biggest fan. There's a little bit of settling in the lines, but you know, there's a lot of product on there. And the very thick primer and then the concealer. Well, I think this looks really pretty. Really like blurred. Not as drying. It's very skin-like almost. I'm so curious to see how well this is going to hold up. I am going to set the rest of the face, but just around where I put the cream product, and I'm going to... My nose is really my trouble area. I think everybody has a place on their face where they're like, ugh, no, I don't like it. Oh, this is such a beautiful powder. Does it set though? It doesn't really take away the tackiness of the foundation. Not by much. Just a first impression type of deal with this powder. It is not necessarily setting it so you have like... If you are like me, I don't like to blend powder product over kind of a wet or sticky foundation because I can't really blend it very well. And this powder is not, it's still really tacky. It is not setting down my foundation a lot. So maybe this is better as a finishing powder for me because it does have that like luminosity to it. But I must say, on my under eye, I love it because I don't need a lot of setting there. I just want a little bit of setting, so I don't get like settling in the lines. It doesn't do that. It doesn't get darker, I feel. But yeah, I think this powder looks really nice, but it's, if I want to really have something to set my foundation so I can blend my powder products over it, then I would go with my RCMA. I wouldn't go with this one, but to buff, I would love it. Now I'm going into that loose highlighter from Sydney Grace. There's already something in here. So normally what I do, I just take my little, this is a Nabla brush, the highlighter brush from Nabla. I just go in. It's a lot. I take the cap and I just work the product into my brush by stamping it in the cap. It is a bit of a thing. It is a bit of you have to work for it type of deal. But yeah, I don't mind. Because this is a stunning highlight. Can you see? Doesn't it? It's beautiful. It doesn't emphasize texture that much. I'm not going to say that it doesn't at all, but not that much. You can really blend it into your skin very beautifully. I'm going to finish my under eye and then I'm going to do some mascara. I'm going to curl my lashes with the Refer Lash Curler. And then I'm using the Anastasia Beverly Hills Lash Brag for mascara. It's a nice mascara. I'm panning it at the moment. I like that it fans out your lashes, so it coats all of the lashes. It doesn't really keep up a curl very well, but decent enough. The only thing I don't really like about this mascara is that the formula is quite wet, so it takes a while to dry up. And then this is what happens a lot. It just happens a lot. And if you haven't set your base very well, then you're in trouble. I'm just going to leave that for now because if it's drier, I can get it off easier. I'm going to do my brows. And I'm just going to use the Goof Proof by Benefit. This is in shade 3, I think. Yes. Also a pen. Project Pen product. It's nice. It's just a bit too warm. And then I'm going to set it and forget it with this Anastasia Beverly Hills Dip Brow Gel in the shade Taupe. And I'm just going to make sure that my hairs are not too unruly. I am debating what I should use. I have two. I have the LH Cosmetics Velvet Lipstick, Velvet Couture Liquid Lipstick, or I'm going in with this liquid Powder Kiss Liquid Lip Color in the shade Mull It Over by MAC. So I'm just going to swatch both of them. So I think I'm going to go with Mull It Over. I think that is a better match for me. But I'm really curious about that LH Cosmetics one because I've never used it. For a matte lipstick, this is so comfy. I love that like blurred look to this. Wow, stunning. I'm going to take down my hair again. I must say I've loved everything I use. The only thing that I'm still like, okay, I need to find out where I can use you for. What I can use you for is this Dior powder. The rest is just stunning. Ladies, thank you so much for watching. Let me know down below what is your favorite part of this look. What are you going to try next? Have you any eyeshadow palette you're going to pull out now? Fall is here. I can't wait. I'm so excited. Give this video a big thumbs up if you liked what you saw. And please consider subscribing because I would love to see you in my next one. Bye!